Welcome, my name is Leonie. I'll be guiding you through this flow today. I have prepared a nice flow to move your body, explore different shapes, and come out of your mind and into your body, onto your mat. You won't be needing any props, maybe a block if you have it handy. And for the beginning, if you happen to have a strap or something strap-like at home, that would be great. But otherwise, this also works fine without a block and a strap. We're going to start standing, taking the strap in a loop and placing it around your legs. Zipping it a bit tighter, so standing kind of hips distance apart, grabbing the block and squeezing it in there in between your thighs. And then squeezing your thighs together so you're really holding the block, and then you can probably tighten the strap a bit more so you're properly strapped in here. That's a bit too tight actually. And then find your stance here and try to abduct and adduct your legs at the same time. So you want to squeeze the block and at the same time press into the strap. See if you have any sensation coming up. Probably what you're feeling is your transversus abdominis, which is your deep core muscles working here. And this is the area we want to target today, or we want to focus on in our flow. It helps us with standing strong, with balance, everything we need. Give it a couple more breaths, really focusing on this area. It's a bit of a different sensation also than if you would just regularly target the core. It's a bit deeper. Pushing the strap out and squeezing the block. Okay. And let go of the strap and the block. The strap we won't be needing anymore. The block you can keep close. And then just find your all fours on the mat. Making sure your fingers are spread wide, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Taking a moment to arrive here. And then as you inhale, dropping the belly to the mat, arching your spine, finding your cat-cow. Exhale, rounding, pushing the mat away. Inhale, dropping the belly, shining your heart forward. And exhale to round. Do a couple more. Inhale in your own rhythm. And exhale. You can close down your eyes here if it feels nice and just see where your spine wants to move. Maybe also drawing circles around your spine, shifting your weight more towards your hands, more towards your legs. Gently waking up your spine, your upper body. And slowly come back to a neutral all fours. Making sure your weight is evenly distributed between your hands and your knees. And then once again noticing your deep core muscles, going for the sensation of abduction and adduction at the same time in the legs, activating your core. And then extending the right leg up, The knee is bent. Inhale here. And exhale, begin to draw circles with your leg. Trying to move only your right leg, the rest of your body is as still as possible. Mobilizing the hip joint. And then tucking the left toes under, the right leg stays up, and you push back into your three-legged dog. Right leg can extend. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, finding length in the upper body. And exhale. Open your hip to the side, heel falls to the butt. And then begin to draw the circles with the knee in the other direction. It's a bit of a different sensation, although the movement is kind of the same. Gonna go for 3 more. And then take your right knee with you, shifting your weight forward into plank. Right knee taps the right elbow. Hold. Shifting over to the left elbow, tap. And back to the right. And then shift back into your three-legged downward facing dog. 1 breath here, inhale. And exhale, come forward. Plank, lowering down, knees, chest, chin, or maybe a chaturanga variation. Inhale, come up, down, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Three rounds of breath here. Catching your breath again. Pushing out of your hands. Hips is the highest point. And then lower your knees down, finding your all fours again. Taking a moment to set up properly. Again, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Equal weight in your hands and your knees. And then extend your left leg back, bend the knee, inhale here. And exhale, begin to draw the circles again with your left leg. Trying to keep the rest of the body as still as possible, working your deep core muscles, and just rotating the left leg in the hip joint. Yes. Two more. Trying to draw those last circles big as possible. Then tucking the right toes under, shifting back into your three-legged downward facing dog. Left leg bends, heel to the glute, open the hip, inhale. And as you exhale, begin to draw the circles the other way. Again, trying to make them big and spacious. One last one. And then shift your weight forward. Plank variation, left knee taps the left elbow. We hold for one breath. Shifting over to the right. And back to the left. Knee a tiny bit higher. And then back into your three-legged downward facing dog. One breath here, and then we're going for our vinyasa. Coming forward, your way down, knees, chest, chin, a chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, a cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Three breaths here. Trying to breathe up and down your spine, creating length. And then slowly, with as many steps as you like, make your way forward to the top of the mat. Standing hips distance apart, folding forward. Letting your head hang heavy, maybe grabbing hold of opposite elbows. Gently swaying from left to right. Bending your knees as much as you need to. And then let go of your arms, press into your feet, and slowly begin to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Taking your time. Coming up into standing. Taking the hands with you overhead, inhale. And exhale, Tadasana. In Tadasana, you can imagine someone is pulling you up at the tips of your ears, finding this length in your spine, standing tall. Notice both of your feet on your mat, shifting your weight a bit forward and a bit back into your heels, forward and back, and then finding the middle in between. And then remember your deep core muscles, the ones that we spoke about in the beginning. Once again, even without the block and the strap, you can find the sensation here between squeezing your legs together and pushing them out, working your transversus abdominis. We're gonna do a little flow that involves some balancing. And if you can remember, work with those deep core muscles that help you stabilize, then also the space of your sole of the foot on the mat. Because it's a bit more than what we usually think. There's a lot of sole of the foot on the mat. When you got this, begin shifting your weight more into the left foot, taking the right knee into the chest and the hands up and overhead. Finding balance here first, maybe micro-bending the standing leg for a bit more stability. Your core is working. Shoulders are drawing away from the ears. Inhale. And as you exhale, begin kicking your right leg back as you shift your upper body forward and parallel to the floor, arriving in your warrior 3. You can have your hands in front of your heart or extended up and overhead. The right hip is drawing a bit more down, not opening too much to the side. Working the core, noticing all the points where your foot is touching the mat. It's a lot. Inhale. And as you exhale, bend the standing leg, tapping the right knee on the outside of the leg, left. And exhale, extend. Gonna do 3 more warrior 3 crunches. Inhale, bend. And exhale, extend. 2 more, inhale, bend. Pushing through the foot back up, extend. And last one, inhale, bend. And exhale, extend. Yes, so nice. Now open your right hip to the side as your left hand finds maybe your block, maybe the floor, shifting your weight, opening into a half moon. Your right leg is parallel to the mat. Your gaze is down. If it's comfortable, you can play with maybe turning it up, and your right hand can stay either on your hip or also extend upwards. Again, balance your core. You got this. Trying to have most of your weight in your left foot. And slightly bend the standing legs, landing your right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Warrior 2. Taking your time to find the right setup here. Your heels are more or less in one line. If you manage, your front leg is at a 90-degree angle, but more important, the front knee is pushing out rather than it is pushing in. So if you see any of your toes at the front, it's the big toe rather than the pinky. Tailbone is tucked under, you're not arching too much in your lumbar spine. Working the deep core one more time. Back foot is parallel to the short end of the mat. And your arms float parallel to the floor. Gaze over the front hand. And we just stay here breathing. Allowing yourself to really arrive in this shape. Noticing the effort. Both legs are working. And then maybe you can sink a little bit deeper into the front leg. You hold for 2 more breaths. And on your next inhale, extend everything up, arms and legs. Pivot your front toes in, your back toes slightly out. And then bend into your back leg for your Skandasana, halfway, full way, your choice. Holding strong again. What is your core doing? And then shoot back to the front. Cartwheeling the arms open into your warrior 2. Only stay for 1 breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale again, front arm, front leg, extend, back arm goes down, reverse triangle. And exhale, come back into warrior two one more time. Inhale, extend arm and leg. Draw this long line. And exhale, warrior two, one more. Extending reverse triangle. Shoulder draws away from the ear. And exhale, leaving the front leg straight. Just bringing your arms back into the warrior two shape, maybe shortening the stance a bit from behind. Hip draws back as your upper body draws forward. And then down for your trikonasana, your triangle. Shoulders stack on top of one another. Try to draw the left hip a bit back underneath you, the left leg, not the hip. Allowing the right arm to float. Gaze can be up or down, whatever is nicer for your neck. If your block is close by, you can also let your left hand rest on the block. Otherwise, anywhere on your leg apart from the knees, also very great. And then spin your gaze down, slightly bending the front leg, moving the left hand forward with or without the block. Right hand lands on the thigh. Shift your weight into the left foot and the left hand, lifting up into your half moon. One more time, we've been here before. Right hand extends up. So nice, finding your balance. And then bring the right hand down, right foot stays up. You close the hip, finding a standing split here. Kicking the right foot as high as you can. Gaze towards your knee. Inhale. And exhale, bend the standing leg, landing the right foot all the way to the back of your mat. Right knee lowers down, lifting up into your low lunge. Your legs are energetically drawing together, activating your deep core muscles. And with the engagement, begin shifting your hips back, extending the front leg for an active runner stretch. Here your deep core muscles come in very handy. If you feel a bit wobbly today, you can also lower your hands onto the mat. We have a big transition coming. We want to move back into our standing splits, taking one breath to get ready. And then exhale, moving forward, hands on the mat. Right leg lifts up, higher, yes. And land the right toes, the right foot next to the left, finding your forward fold. Heel toeing the feet together, big toes are touching. Legs are zipping up. And then begin bending into your legs, sitting yourself low, lifting your arms up. Utkatasana, your chair. And exhale, come back to standing. Tadasana. Very nice. We have one more side to go. Taking a short moment to catch your breath here, maybe drinking some water. Reminding yourself one more time of these deep core muscles that we're working with. Abduction and adduction in the legs. And then when you're ready, begin shifting your weight over into the right foot as the left knee lifts up. Hands lift up. Finding balance here first. Before shifting forward, kicking the left leg back into your warrior 3. Again, where you want to place your hands is up to you. Bending the standing leg can help a lot with the balance. Finding a focus point can help too. And we're going to go for our warrior 3 crunches again. Inhale, bending the right leg, left knee taps the right on the outside. And exhale, extend. Inhale, bend and tap. And exhale, extend. We're really working the leg and the glute here. 2 more. Inhale, bend. And exhale, extend. You can feel it. Last one. Inhale, bend. And exhale, extend. Yes, so nice. Right hand finds the floor, maybe a block if you have one. Placing the hand a bit outside and to the right of your right foot, and then opening your left hip to the side for your half moon. Still both legs are active, your core is working as the left arm extends, stacking on top of the right. And then begin bending your standing leg, landing your left foot to the back of the mat in your warrior 2. Remembering the setup, taking your time here to arrive first. Front leg pushes a bit out, front knee, arms parallel, core is working. Shoulders are relaxed. And see if you can find a tiny bit of a lift as you inhale, this lengthening, someone pulling you at the tips of the ears up. And as you exhale with that length, sinking a bit deeper into the legs. Very nice. One more. Inhale, finding your length. And exhale, allowing yourself to sink a bit deeper. Next inhale, extend everything up. Pivot the front toes in, back toes out. Hands in front of the heart. And then bend into your back leg. Finding your Skandasana half splits. This is depending on whether you go all the way down or just halfway, something more of a stretch or balance or an active working of the legs. And then begin making your way forward again, coming back up into your warrior 2. And exhale to arrive. Inhale, front arm, front leg, extend, reverse Trikonasana, drawing this long line on your right side. And exhale, warrior 2. 2 more, inhale, extend. And exhale, rebend. And last one, inhale, extend, arm up, draw yourself long. And exhale, warrior 2. Extending just the front leg, the arms stay in the warrior 2 shape, making the stance a bit shorter. Hip draws back up, our body draws forward, 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 and then down, landing the hand on a block on your shin, on your thigh, opening to the left, gaze maybe finds the top hand, Trikonasana, your kneecaps are drawing up. What is your core doing here? Can you target it? Can you activate it? And then gaze down, slightly bending the front leg, finding your block here. If you need it, shifting your weight forward. And then rising into your half moon. You're pulling yourself in all directions, down, forward, back and up, opening. So nice. If you want to challenge your balance a little bit, you can try to take your right hand off the block, just balancing on your standing leg. And bring your left hand down, left foot, left leg stay up. We just close our hip, landing in our standing splits. Left leg draws up. No, this is quite a bit of effort, but you got this. We're almost done. And then bend your right leg, land the left foot to the back of the mat, left knee lowers down. Setting up for your low lunge. The legs draw together as you begin lifting your hands, your upper body up. Finding the engagement of your transversus abdominis, your deep core as you shift your weight back. The front leg extends any amount for an active runner stretch. Rebend the front leg, hands come down, left knee picks up. And then shift your weight into your right foot and your hands, lifting the left leg up one more time for your standing splits. Last one of this class. And exhale, left foot meets the right, hanging heavy in your forward fold. So nice, you did it. Catching opposite elbows, hanging heavy. And heel toe your feet, mat's distance apart. Heels slightly in, toes slightly out. Hands meet the ground as you begin bending into your legs, sitting yourself low into your yogi squat, your malasana. Hands in front of your heart and your upper arms are pressing into your knees, finding this opening of your hips, noticing the stretch here. Keep breathing. And again, going through the sensation of someone pulling you up at the tips of the ears, finding length in your upper body and your spine. If you prefer a softer version of Malasana, you can also grab a block or anything else to sit yourself on. And then just sitting on the block instead of holding the shape active. Right hand finds the mat on the outside of the right foot. Left arm extends up for a little twist. Coming back to center, one breath, inhale. And exhale, switching sides, left hand on the outside of the left foot, right arm extends up long. Finding space in your chest. And then come back to center. One more breath here, hands in front of the heart, growing strong and tall. And exhale, release, coming off of your block. Making your way down onto the mat. Hands behind you. And then begin dropping your knees from left to right. Releasing your hips a little bit. Letting go of any tension that might have built up there. And come back to center. Removing a claw clip if you have one in your hair. And begin to roll yourself down onto your mat, vertebrae by vertebrae. Taking your time here again. Hugging both of your legs into your chest. Rocking front and back, left and right. Maybe drawing little circles here. And step your left foot down, the right foot hooks over the left knee, right knee draws away from you. And if you can feel a stretch in your hip here already, that's great, and then stay. Otherwise, you can walk your left toes, your left foot a bit closer, grabbing hold of your thigh, pulling your left leg gently close to you until you find this sweet spot where you're stretching the right hip. Sending your breath into your right hip where you feel the stretch. And then release the left leg, step the right foot down, we switch sides, left foot hooks onto the right, hooks onto the right knee. The left knee draws away from you, catching your right thigh, letting the foot stay on the ground, looking for the level of sensation that you want to go for today. My left hip is always much tighter than the right one, so much more gentle on this side. And slowly release the right leg, stretching both legs out long in front of you. Bringing the right knee into your chest. Gonna go for one last twist. Inhale here and exhale. Bring your right knee over to the left, opening your right arm to the side, gazing towards the right. And just let your right knee fall until you notice your right shoulder leaving the ground. And then stay here. Coming back to center, moving over to the other side. Right leg extends long, left knee comes into your chest. Hug it close, inhale. Exhale, journey the left knee over to the right, gazing towards the left, letting your knee drop until you notice a lift of the left shoulder. And stay just there. Allowing your body to naturally sink into this twist with gravity. No need to push and pull. And then come back to center. Hugging both of your knees one more time close. And then release, grabbing hold of any layers that you need for your final Shavasana. Maybe putting on a pair of socks, a jumper, if you have a blanket close by, maybe that's nice. Taking your time to find maximum comfort here for you. And taking a deep breath in from the soles of the feet all the way up to the crown of your head. And exhale, letting it all go. Shavasana. Slowly begin journeying your mind back into your body, becoming aware of the space around you, of yourself in space, all the points where you're touching the mats and the air around you. And begin waking yourself back up, moving your fingertips, your toes, your hands, your feet, and then your arms and your legs. Maybe stretching out long overhead, grow as tall as you can get. And then bring your knees towards your chest, making yourself as small as you can be. Rolling over to the right side. Taking a brief moment here that belongs just to you. And slowly begin making your way back up into a seat, keeping your eyes closed. One more time, finding length in your upper body, spaciousness. And connect your hands in front of your heart, taking a deep breath in and a long breath out. 2 more deep breaths in, filling your lungs, and a sigh out. Last one, biggest breath of the day in, and biggest breath out. And then rub your hands together, creating some heat. And place your palms over your eyes and slowly blink your eyes open as you lower your palms back down. Thank you very much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it and you feel a bit more in your body and less in your head. See you next time.